The day I left for war was the happiest day of my life.
We always had to make the correct decision at the correct time. Never quite could.
I still remember the stench of that black smoke.
It was the first time we'd ever seen anything like a biplane. It was also the first time we'd ever seen a biplane disappear. Every pup and dog in Doggerland wanted to join the war, fight for their country. Thought it would be glorious. But as we shipped out went to base camp, we saw that things were not going to be quite the same as any war before.
Each of the generals from the 12 nations mustered up what little armies they could at the beginning of the war, drafting troops, building arms, and gaining territory in order to collect as many resources as possible. With their combat strategies in hand, they tried to make their mark on the battlefield. Each nation had a strategy of its very own.
More troops, less guns, more planes, more resources. Whatever it was, the war waged on and on, year after year.
Our generals had moved us across countrysides we'd never seen before.
You see, in those days, orders had to come all the way from the top and make their way down, so any decision took days, weeks to make it to the battlefield. It wasn't enough to win a battle. We always needed more troops, more guns, more ships, more planes, bombers, tanks. More technology needed to be made. More policies needed to be instituted. There was no end in sight. Economies changed, shifted, mobilized. The thrill of battle is why we all joined, right? That's why all my pups and mutts and me dog pack, we suited up and shipped out to see the battles. But the battles were catastrophic. Guns blazed, cannons roared, bodies disappeared. Nations gained victories. Bodies were lost, casualties were leveled.
Hounds is an asymmetric Euro combat hybrid. Not for the faint of heart, but for the most courageous and brave dogs of Doggerland. Become the greatest general in Hounds.